8 matches, and Daryl, it comes down to 197 and potentially heavyweights.
Yeah, 2 weights, 4 wrestlers left. None of these wrestlers are ranked nationally, so this is it's coming down to not necessarily the highest ranked guys on the team, but these guys that are trying to make names themselves.
Well, Virginia Tech, Stan Smeltzer, redshirt sophomore from Smithfield, Virginia. We'll get the nod at 197. Lucas Davison, sophomore from Indiana, will start for Northwestern. Davison, 12-4 record last year, wrestling unattached. Did beat number 6 Rocco Kaywood of Army last year, one of his highlights of his season last year. 49th in the class of 2018 for Flow Wrestling.
I believe I saw he finished 3rd at the Midlands as well.
And his father, Keith, 2-time All-American and a Big Ten champ for Wisconsin. Stan Smeltzer, 4-3 in open tournaments last year. And after the Hokies upset Missouri on Saturday, they did have the Southeast Open at the Berglund Center. The only Tech starter that wrestled was Smeltzer, ended up placing 3rd in the 197-pound weight class. An important one, Davison Smeltzer underway. Hokies lead 17-15, and all comes down to 2 weight classes.
Davidson got some range to him. He's got a good build, and he's got some long arms. He looks pretty athletic. Both guys kind of feeling each other out right now.
Yeah, the season debut, of course, for Davison. Northwestern, their first match of the year today, but going back to last week, Smeltzer falling to 20th ranked Wyatt Coling of Missouri 8-1 in a decision. It was Coling who really generated the points in that match and dominated offensively.
Not much going on right here, feeling each other out. There's Smeltzer with a little leg attempt.
Smeltzer.
There's a little tap and go, looking to get a reaction and get to those legs. Kind of a half committed to the leg attack, though. You got to really commit and latch onto that leg.
This is a stretch of the higher weight classes for Tech, where they've had a lot of turnover over the last couple of years of graduation. Zach Savatsky's no longer here. Tom Slay at 197, no longer here for the Hokies. And then at heavyweight, Billy Miller graduated as well. So it's...
Yeah, I mean, they got 3 sophomores in the lineup there, the last 3 weights, and that's good. That's good and bad. I mean, they might be a little bit green, they might be just figuring things out, but they're young. They've got a lot of time. Neither guy really has really gotten in deep yet in this match. I'm sure both benches want to see somebody commit to a good leg attack. Get something going.
There's a shot for Smeltzer.
Nice shot.
Looking for 2.
Yet. Davidson elevates the hips.
And now Davison.
Wow, Smeltzer with the roll. Nothing yet. They're still scrambling here. Davidson might be have the upper hand right now.
There's 2 for Davison. Just before the horn, a takedown.
Yeah, that all started off Smeltzer's leg attack. He got in there deep.
You see Coach Tony Roby was holding the brick there momentarily. And I believe he just dropped it. And it looks like the officials actually are going to... The officials will review this. So a brick was not thrown, but they want to review it themselves.
I thought I heard somebody say something about back points before the buzzer as well. Back points might be in play here.
Well, Smeltzer got in on the left leg, and then let's take a look at this entire sequence.
Nice shot right there. Cuts him off at the corner. Then lets his hips get too high. Davison takes advantage of it, tips him over, and ends up almost with a takedown. Smeltzer keeps scrambling, still scrambling. But then you can see Davison gets that head up, that rear down, gets the weight back in his hips. Has the Turk there, and they might be trying to award back points right there. That might be what this is about, because it looks like he's got the takedown. There shouldn't be a dispute about that. I think they're wondering if that buzzer blew before that second swipe on the back points.
And so much for not a ton happening in that opening period. Save the best for the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, they ended it with a bang, that's for sure.
And back points would really be a successful opening period for Lucas Davison. Get another one of those wrestlers you feel like we talked earlier about at Northwestern at 149 with Yaya Thomas, someone who could develop into one of those strong weight classes. Davison is another one of those youngsters that might be one of those tough weight classes when you wrestle Northwestern.
Yeah, I mean, 197 pounder, he looks pretty athletic. He's showing that he's pretty athletic. He knows he's got some skills. I'm sure they're looking for a lot out of him. You know, placed third at the Midlands last year. That's one of the most prestigious tournaments during the in-season tournaments.
Let's take a look at the bench for Virginia Tech this offseason. Coach Tony Roby making a couple of additions to the coaching staff. Coach Roby now in his third season as the head coach. First off, promoting Jared Frere to associate head coach, but the big one there, hiring Cody Brewer.
Yeah, Brewer's a national champ, has a lot of experience, been around. It's been around a lot of great coaches and programs. So, and I know they're really happy with how he's bonded with the kids, how the kids have accepted him, and he's really making a difference with those lighter guys.
Absolutely. You asked Coach Roby about him. He'll actually say, I asked him about the smaller guys. He said everybody's had an impact on. And then the man standing up right there is Jared Hart. Of course, got to the former 197-pounder himself, a national champion, a finalist in the 197 national championship bout. And he's someone who brings a lot of experience to his coaching staff as well. Coach Roby doing a nice job of keeping a lot of Hokies on staff.
He knows what the program is about and the culture, and I'm sure a lot of the guys knew him already. So it's probably a great transition for him to come in and start mentoring these guys.
The officials come back after looking at it. No near fall. Patrick Frank, the head official.
1 second of riding time.
They say the second swipe happened after the buzzer. So the horn in favor of Smeltzer. Davison nearly had it. So an entertaining first period as we head to the second. And there is an escape for Davison.
Davison out quick. Let's see if one of these guys gets going right away. They both kind of felt each other out that first period, and then Smeltzer started the action with a great leg attack. But Davison ended up atop after the scramble. Both of them like to go to the collar tie. Davison trying to create a little bit of action there. Got to create some push-pull or some side action rather than just get in there with, looks like the two bulls with their horns locked. Once you get in there, you got to be able to. Now he's jamming the underhook in. Davison with going for double underhooks right now. He looks pretty comfortable in there. You can turn that into some upper body opportunities.
Action center, work to improve.
Smeltzer's just trying to clear out of one. There you go. He gets out of both underhooks. Back to the double collar tie. Davison with the inside tie with the left hand now.
Stop. Blood stoppage screen. Blood stoppage screen.
It looks like blood time is called as Smeltzer goes over and checks in with the training staff. Again, besides that 20 seconds in the opening period, just not a ton of action.
Yeah, both of them just kind of coming in and locking horns. Davison has tried to create a little bit more action this period from the neutral position. He's worked some inside ties and underhooks, but no big commitments to leg attacks or any holds, really.
20 seconds left. And Davison right now ahead 3-0. Smeltzer in on a shot, looking for points. Smeltzer with the takedown.
Great finish. Popped right off his knee, got to his feet. Really didn't allow Davison to cut the corner on him or anything. Cut him off right at the pass. Nice
Smeltzer.
Nice lift and return. Oh, that's a big finish in the period right there.
It was Davison with the exclamation point at the end of period 1, end of period 2. Smeltzer the takedown.
He's got a really pretty shot right there. That's the same one he hit in the first period. Really stopped any countering from happening with that finish by coming to the feet and attacking the hips. That's a really pretty shot he's got.
And out of the third period, Davison on the right leg of Smeltzer.
2, 3.
He's got control of the right ankle of Smeltzer.
Smeltzer drops down to the ankle. They go out of bounds.
Rounding time, of course, not a factor right now. And there you see on your screen, folks, the heavyweight coming up next. 17-15 the team score. This is a critical third period. And Hokie Nation realizes that for the fans here at English Field. But it's Davison who's wrestled well from the start for Northwestern, a talented sophomore. He's got the right leg.
Smeltzer got to pop right back up those feet. Davison took a good job of look.
Smeltzer does an excellent job there of holding off Davison for the time being.
He squared up. Davison did a great job of dropping that body lock, and could have easily given up a point right there on the edge of the mat. Smeltzer's doing a good job of getting to his feet, but Davidson's pretty slick about dropping to that ankle and elevating it. Right here, see if he does it again. Not lift and return this time. Smeltzer with the roll, looks for a switch. Back to his feet, stays on that leg.
Davison.
Now he goes through the legs, rolls through. Wow.
And there is the escape for Smeltzer.
Great action there, from both guys. Both guys wrestling tough here. 44 seconds riding time in favor of Davison, which gives him no advantage as far as the score goes. So it's straight up 3-3 here.
What a great escape for Smeltzer. And it looked like Davison might have been looking for points. He was in on a shot.
Yeah, I mean, Smeltzer was just about out. Davison's been doing a good job of following the legs and not... See, he's almost out here. He follows the hips, just trying to maintain control, but Smeltzer does a good job of diving between the legs, creating a scramble, basically getting some separation and getting out.
And so both coaches get a chance, almost like a timeout here in the middle of this third period.
Timeout and a bit of a breather for these big guys because they've been getting after it.
Smeltzer, the redshirt sophomore. Davison, a sophomore again.
So here we go. 1 minute. It's all tied up here. 1 minute to go.
This is critical, especially for Virginia Tech, up by 2. Here we go.
Smeltzer's had two, really the only one with 2 good leg attacks. One he got countered and got taken down off. The other one he finished well. So we'll see if Davison can actually get to the legs or create some action himself.
Tied at 3.
This is
Smeltzer.
Davison countering Smeltzer's shot. This is a position where you don't want to wait for the opponent to take it to you. You want to take the win yourself. Davison with double underhooks right here. See if he can do anything with it.
20 seconds.
Tries to jack him up. Ooh, he's tough there. You can tell he's
Davison
comfortable.
has time to work
With the inside trip.
Davison with the takedown.
That second time he went to work those double unders, you could tell he was comfortable there. He had some offense.
Lucas Davison with the takedown with less than 15 seconds left. That is going to do it for 197. With the crowd against him, Davison with the decision. 18-17 Northwestern leads, going to heavyweight.
Davidson here, the double underhooks. He's got it locked tight too. That's a beautiful series right there. Double underhook series. Got the body lock. Went to the inside trip. You can tell he was comfortable there. He was trying to work it earlier in the match as well.
All right, Daryl.